Hey folks, it's Bill from Swift Canoe and Kayak, and I'm here today to talk to you about our canoe and pack boat hull laminates. Look at all the beauties in this showroom. I'm going to go through the laminates with you, so by the end of the video you should be able to know which particular laminate and finish best suits your need. Let's start out with this though. We've come out with some new technology this year, and I'd like to thoroughly go through how we build our composite boats. The first thing we do is put a surface finish on our molds, which in this particular case is a very thin application of a clear finish. This one has the sapphire blue behind it. It's a Kevlar fusion boat, so all the layers of the cloth, the core, the ribs get put in behind the clear coat finish on the outside of the hull. Conventionally, we've been using standard gel coats that have colors on them to provide UV protection to the boats. More recently, over the last 5 or 6 years, we have a super cool clear coat gel coat that has UV protection in it also. New for this year is something we call UV Shield. It is a top coat finish, or the outer surface of the boat. It's much thinner than gel coat. It's about the third the thickness of the gel coat, much lighter. The key to it is that it provides really good UV protection to the hull laminate. Many boats in the industry aren't made with any surface coat finish at all, and those laminates are highly susceptible to UV deterioration. Swift boats are known for their longevity. We're built from a rental operation. We started out as Algonquin Outfitters. We develop our laminates through our rental fleet. We want our boats to last a long, long time. The key to it is UV Shield. Now the UV Shield, the first coating we put on, comes right in any of our clear coat finishes that we do, or our champagne hull finish. So two-tone boats can have the clear coat on the top, the champagne on the bottom. Both have the UV Shield in it. You can also order a boat that is all clear, like this particular sapphire blue one. This one has UV Shield on it. Now, if you order a boat that has our conventional gel coat colors on it, we build many of our kayaks this way. This is a standard gel coat finish. It's a very high grade marine gel with a lot of flexing properties to it. It's a great gel coat for a boat. It will add between 3 to 5 pounds to a pack boat or tandem canoe. It does not have the UV Shield in it, but it does have complete UV protection. So let me show you some of the testing we've done now to show you how awesome this new material is. All of our laminates come standard with a vinyl ester epoxy hybrid resin. So we've taken those laminates, we've put the UV Shield on the outside of it this year. So here is a laminate sample that has the clear UV Shield on the outside of an Expedition Kevlar laminate rather than the clear gel coat that we've used in the past. So this is the testing that we've been doing. We've been hitting these really hard. Let me do it the other way. And then let's say you've had a really good canoe trip. You've really scratched your boat up like crazy. So at the end of it, you've got a whole bunch of marks on it. What you can do at the end of your trip, spray your boat with some Protectant 303 and take a look at what happens, folks. This is a laminate sample that we've been using all spring to scratch up like crazy. When you look at it at a distance, you can barely tell what's there. The scratches and the marks are still in it, so the UV Shield, along with the Protectant 303 on the outside, provides really good UV protection to it. We can't believe how durable these are. Here is a sample of our lightweight Kevlar fusion laminate. So this has our standard vinyl ester epoxy resin system or hybrid resin system. It's got the clear UV shield on the outside. Again, I'll hit it hard. We'll go on a really good trip again. We'll really scratch this baby up. This is a very lightweight laminate. Look at that. We've got some marks on it. So I will spray a little bit more of the protectant on it. And take a look, folks. When you look real close, you can see the marks. But then when I take it away and you look at it from a distance, this is so frickin' cool. So all our standard laminates with a clear coat or the champagne finish will have UV shield as the outer surface coat. Now, we have another cool development this year, and that is we have an optional resin system of epoxy, which does come standard also with the UV shield top coat finish, and either the clear coat finish or the champagne. This is one of our carbon fusion laminates with a granite finish over the two-tone. This epoxy resin is unbelievably strong. Our reps describe it to us as an epoxy resin on steroids. Let's go on a really good canoe trip again. We've got some marks on it, and we cut our hand a little bit on one rock. So what we'll do is we'll wipe the Protectant 303 on it, and look again, guys. It's so frickin' cool. So epoxy resin is a really good option for trippers that are really going to use their boat hard, for river runners that are going to be running over rocks, sandbars, ledges. So many folks have been ordering it right now. It's also going to give you the ultimate composite canoe pack boat construction. If you buy a boat with the epoxy resin, it's going to increase its longevity. It's going to increase its resale value. I know this industry really well. Any boat that I have built for myself in the future, I'm going to have it done with the epoxy. It's just so frickin' strong. So cheers to 2024, UV shield and epoxy resin. I hope that really helped you guys understand UV shield and epoxy resin better. If you have any more questions, call our 1-800 number, contact us through social media, and we can explain it to you a bit more thoroughly. Now let's start talking about the different laminate options we have. So we're going to start right now with the Kevlar Fusion laminate, which is one of our most popular finishes. So this again is a Sapphire Blue Prospector 15. It's got the black and gold carbon Kevlar trim on it with a standard cherry interior. Now the Kevlar Fusion laminate is very popular where people really want to get a lightweight, strong boat. We sell them a lot to wilderness trippers, to cottagers who may have a boat at their cottage that different people are going to use that may get beat around quite a bit. Now, for this year, our canoes and pack boats come standard again in the clear coat finish. Starts with UV shield top coat finish. Here's the different test plates that you can get it to show you examples. So we do it with the Sapphire Blue, where it has the beautiful black and gold amber finish on the inside. It also has layers of Kevlar in it, pieces of Kevlar. It's got a foam core and rib system that I'm going to go over with you. You can also get it in the ruby finish, the emerald finish. These are our 3 standard finishes. Now, you can also order it with a beautiful carbon Anegra H-weave on the outside, our granite finish, if you want a boat that looks really techy and is light. Some people love the look of our basalt Anegra finish. So we've been building more and more of our Kevlar Fusion boats with this on the outside. And then how about this, folks? This is becoming one of our most popular finishes. This is called the Amber, which is the same finish as the inside of the boat. It looks stupendous with the clear UV shield on the outside. Now, if you're getting a two-tone finish with the champagne bottom or the all champagne boat, that's going to be built with UV shield also. If you get any of the gel coat finishes that other than that, it's going to add 3 to 5 pounds to the weight of the boat. It's going to be built with the standard marine high quality gel coat, super strong, very flexible. It just adds weight. So if you don't mind adding 3 to 5 pounds, we can build you this beautiful looking gel coat finish. Now, if you order a two-tone boat that has one of these colors on the top and the champagne on the bottom, it's going to have the standard gel coat finish on the top, and the bottom's going to have the champagne finish with the UV shield. Now let me talk to you a little bit more about the details of how we build the particular laminate. So we put an outer layer of the polyester cloth on the outside. In this case, it's the blue. Then we put a full layer of a Kevlar cloth on the inside. Then we put some extra pieces, selected reinforcements of Kevlar in areas of the boat. After that, we put in a foam core. Joe, let's see if we can show the folks the line here. There's a foam core in the bottom and ribs on the side. Anywhere we build a seat, the rib comes up wider than the seat itself to give it a lot of structural integrity. The rib system butts tightly into the foam core on the bottom, and that comes up real tight to the gunnel on the top of the boat. This is something that we've learned in our rental operation, folks, to provide rigidity for the seating system in other areas of the boat that also allows flexibility. Our core and our ribs will flex upon impact, gives us a very long-lasting boat. Our Kevlar Fusion laminates are awesome, folks. Many happy trippers and other folks own these. Cheers. Something really cool that we're doing now, folks. All of our boats have an additional internal skid plate put on, which is included in the standard build of your boats. So on the polyester boats with the blue, the emerald, the ruby, you'll see the strip right in the ends. In a lot of our other laminates, you'll see an internal carbon strip right here. Now, it gives the boat more impact resistance. There's a whole bunch of layers of cloth in there. The ends, the stems are extremely strong. An additional option you can order if you really like to use your boat hard is a color match skid plate. So this particular boat has a ruby skid plate added afterwards as an option. If it's a two-tone finish boat with the champagne bottom, we make them the champagne color. If you order one of our brighter colors, we'll make it that color also. They look super, super cool. Now this is one of our Expedition Kevlar boats right here, and this is one of our most popular finishes as well. Now what folks love about these particular boats is the cool looking interior finish on these. These have the Basalt Negra commingle cloth, which has a really neat earth tone look to it. I'll show you on the samples right here. The basalt fibers and the Negra fibers are actually commingled together when they weave the particular cloth that's made out of. I absolutely love the look of this. It hides the look of the dirt. If you like to do a lot of fishing, it hides the residue that you might have from fish flopping around in the boat. Now the Expedition Kevlar laminate itself is 4 full layers of cloth plus partial pieces in the ends and along the keel in selective spots. And it's got Basalt Negra layers, it's got Kevlar layers, it's got the commingle fiber on it, and depending what outside finish, you either get one of the polyester cloths or one of these other cool finishes. So here are the standard colors that you can get it in. We have it in the sapphire, we have it in the ruby, we have it in the emerald green, beautiful. You can also order it, which is one of my favorite looks, with the Basalta Negra on the outside and the inside with a black and gold carbon Kevlar trim. Ooh la la, is that a beautiful finish. Some folks also love to have the amber finish on the outside of it. And Joe, let's show the folks right here. When we build the Expedition Kevlar laminate, the layer behind it is a layer of basalt and a negra. It darkens the look of the clear coat finish. And let's show them the samples here. On the blue, the one closest to the camera, this is the Kevlar Fusion. See how much lighter it is than the Expedition Kevlar? Let's look at the ruby now. Now here's the Kevlar Fusion laminate. It's got an almost translucent look to it when you look at it in the water. Here is the red with the Expedition Kevlar. It looks like it's got a crimson red finish. This is a very popular color for us. Here's the emerald. The same thing, a little bit of that translucent look in Kevlar Fusion. And then it's got this beautiful look to it with the darkened cloth for the Expedition Kevlar. Now, who buys the Expedition Kevlar? This is our most robust laminate. So we sell these to people that want to do some river running. If you're looking for a river running boat, Expedition Kevlar with our optional epoxy resin system would be a tremendous fit for you. People that really like to just go ramming speed over beaver dams full of gear and stuff in them, Expedition Kevlar might be the right laminate for you. If you have questions about whether to get Kevlar Fusion or Expedition Kevlar, please call our 1-800 number, talk to our sales staff. Whichever one you get, folks, you're going to get an absolute beauty. Let's talk Carbon Fusion now. This is by far our fastest growing laminate right now. We are selling almost as many of them as Kevlar Fusion now. Our carbon boats are made with a cross weave of carbon fiber and a negra, the white material that you see here, which has a lot of flexing properties to it. Our Carbon Fusion boats have tremendous elasticity to them. There is a conception in the industry that carbon boats aren't very durable, and there may be some boats built that way that don't have a lot of durability to them. We typically find when people bring boats into us for repair, 90% of the damage is from non-water use. It's from improper storage, it's from a boat coming off the roof of a car, it's from a tree landing on a boat in a yard. Our Carbon Fusion boats really have a lot of impact resistance. Now, sometimes people also might bring a boat in for repair with improper mallet usage. But our particular boats, it's absolutely incredible what you can do to them. So let's take a look at our Carbon Fusion laminate over here, folks. It has the carbon and negra H-weave is an outer layer. We now call granite, an absolutely beautiful looking finish. When you look at it from a distance, Joe, and back away from it, it has a bit of a grayish hue to it. As you get in closer and closer to it, you see a more technical look with the carbon and the negra crossweave. And Joe, let's show the folks at the end here. They all come standard with built-in internal carbon skid plates on them. Some folks also will order the skid plates on the outside for even more protection, and we will make them with black skid plates to color match to the carbon. So these particular boats are made with multiple layers of the granite cloth, combined with extra pieces in select areas. They've got our foam core system with the ribbing and the the core on the bottom that butt tightly together with a carbon Kevlar trim. They butt right into the gunnel system. They're an absolutely beautiful boat. If you really want to get a tripping boat and you want over-the-top durability, you can order it with the epoxy resin system also. That's been a very popular trend lately. Now, this is the standard finish, and it's the lightest weight to get a carbon fusion with the granite. You can also order it with the black carbon outside. Some people love the look of the black carbon. It will show the scratches and the marks more on it. It does match the interior look. If you get the carbon tech package, we do the carbon handles, the carbon seats, the carbon yoke. Standard, they come with a cherry interior. Whichever carbon fusion boat you may want to get, she's going to be a beauty. So lots of trippers. We're selling them also to folks that just want the lightest boat to take on and off their vehicle for day paddling, for tripping. So ooh la la, carbon fusion. This is the laminate for me. How about our Expedition Carbon Laminate? This is another very popular offering that we have. The Expedition Carbon boats have the beautiful black carbon on the outside. This is a Prospector 14 pack. It's got a really neat finish to it. For 2024, they will have additional internal carbon skid plates as standard. This particular baby has the cherry handles and thwarts. On the pack boats, you can also order it with the carbon handles and thwarts. Now, the Expedition Carbon Laminate is complemented with a beautiful Basalt Negra commingled cloth on the inside. Really robust laminate. We put a lot of cloth into this laminate. Many people have been ordering this also with the epoxy resin to get a super tough, durable boat. This really suits the customer that loves the look of black carbon and absolutely loves the really natural look of the Basalt Negra commingled fabric on the inside. They are beautiful, beautiful boats. Expedition Carbon, something you may want to get. Another option that people consider having is the two-tone finish on your boat. This is a beautiful Expedition Kevlar Prospector 16. It's got the standard carbon internal skid plates. And this particular one has the two-tone finish on the bottom. And again, for 2024, both the clear coat finish on the top and the champagne finish on the bottom will have the UV shield incorporated with them. Many people get this look because they like the distinctive appearance with the solid line with the two-tone finish. It's about at the waterline or a little above, depending how much weight you have in the boat. Other folks like getting it because it helps hide the scratches on the bottom of the boat. And then the other option would be is some people get the skid plates put on this, and when we do them in the champagne color. So is a two-tone finish in the future for you? Let's chat about another super cool option you can order with your boat. That is the diamond interior gel coat finish. Now this is a display boat we've had around a few years, so she's a bit weathered, but it really shows the interior gel coat patch that we put on the inside. We can do this on any of our pack boats, any of our canoe models. It's very popular with people that do a lot of trips where they're bringing mud in on their boots all the time and they just want a boat very easy to clean the inside out. With the solid gel coat finish, very easy to clean after your trip. Also for people that do a lot of fishing that may have a bugger flopping around in the boat a little bit. So the diamond interior gel coat, again, it's got a distinctive look to it. It will add a pound or two to the weight of the boat, but we build many boats this way. A lot of folks love having it in their boat. One of our canoes with the emerald, the ruby, the sapphire standard finish, or the granite fusion and our carbon fusion. We sell lots of those. Though our mainstay, we sell tons of them. Now, if you want to get a really super cool looking boat, we offer a number of really neat specialty finishes, and our shop is known for this. So let's start out with this, folks. Here is what's called a spread toe fabric. This is TeXtreme. It's made in Sweden. It's a super high-tech flat fabric. In between where fabrics are woven are called crimps. When you make a fabric with a spread toe, there's way less crimps than a standard woven fabric, so the strength to weight ratio is higher. Now, they look amazing. This particular one is called Xylon TeXtreme, and you can see it has Xylon and carbon in it. This one is the Carbon Negra TeXtreme. This is the Rosso Red TeXtreme. We also have some cloth available with our standard black carbon TeXtreme. If you're interested in that, it's not in our price list. Call our 1-800 number. Here is a super cool Carbon Negra TeXtreme boat. This is a replica of a boat that we built for a good friend, a good customer, Ted Scott from Maryland. This is one of his boats. So this is the Carbon Negra TeXtreme, which comes standard with the black internal skid plates. And this is a spread toe fabric. It's got a higher strength to weight ratio than normal woven fabrics do. So it's stronger, it's a little bit lighter. Now Ted wanted something really unique. So if you check this out, this is super cool, guys. Ted got his boat with one of our kayak color fades on the bottom. This is actually the sunburst finish. So we can do some creative things for you, and it's got the orange stickers on it. This is a super cool looking boat. Now this is a carbon spread toe with the Negra impregnated right into it. So the whitest looking material you see is the Negra. The black is the carbon. Man, this is beautiful. I've got to have one of these. Folks, how about this? This is Xylon Carbon TeXtreme. Comes standard with a black internal skid plate on it. Then it's that spread toe TeXtreme fabric. Matt and Jillian showed me a sample of this a couple of years ago, and I absolutely love the look of this. It's absolutely beautiful. And this canoe is actually my solo canoe. It's got a bunch of marks on it. It's been well used and well loved. This Xylon is super strong material. It's got UV protection with a clear marine gel coat on it when I had it built. Now we'll build them with the clear UV shield. Standard on all the TeXtreme builds this year is epoxy resin upgrade. Super strong, super cool looking. When they cut the fabric on this particular boat, the head gal in the laminating room, Susan, told me she had to resharpen her scissors twice. Normally, she can go about 10 boats before she has to sharpen her scissors, and there's 3 layers on each boat. So these actual Xylon pieces in here is super, super strong. Now let me show you the bottom of this. This has something else really cool to it. This has the Swift logo built right into the hull of the boat. This isn't a decal, folks. This is built right into the gel coat. We have a really good customer, Julian from Romania, that was in Canada for a few years, and he ordered a couple beautiful boats. He got this on the bottom of his Keewaydin 16 with a standard black carbon finish. He wanted a canoe that when he was on the Danube River, that when he turned it over after paddling it, he wanted to make a statement in Romania of the boat he had. I love the look of it. I think it's super cool. We also do custom figures on the bottom here. We've had a customer have their name Shelby put on the bottom. We've had the word Serenity put on the bottom. We can do it in different face types. What we can't do are logos that have a lot of different little individual pieces on them. It's difficult for the team that builds the boat, but take a look at that, folks. Ooh la la. This is for Kevin Duffy, who lives in the Albany, New York area, and he wanted a super cool canoe that was super light and super cool looking to take him through life. So look at that TeXtreme fabric, folks. This is beautiful. Then this particular boat has a lot of really nice features on the inside as well. So maybe a Rosso boat is for you. Now that you've seen those 3 super cool TeXtreme boats, it's important to note that for 2024, all TeXtreme boats come standard with the epoxy resin finish with UV shield and standard with the champagne two-tone finish on the bottom. And it's just not for the carbon fusion laminate. We get lots of orders for these with carbon fusion laminate, but we also, the Xylon and the Rosso look great with the Kevlar Fusion black and gold interior finish. And we've done a number of the Carbon and Negra TeXtremes with the Expedition carbon finish. Which TeXtreme finish in laminate is best for you? Here's another neat specialty finish. This is our Canada package. So it's got the ruby upper, it's got the champagne on the bottom. We've also done these in black carbon, we've done them in blue, we've done them in green. People have gotten a variety of colors with this. It starts with 3 cascading maple leaves on both sides at the back end of the boat. As you go up it, take a look, folks, the beautiful ruby cloth. And Joe, I'm gonna turn it over. And folks, look at the bottom here. And again, like we showed you in the Swift logo, this Canada flag is built right into the gel coat of the boat. So again, this can be ordered on any canoe model, any pack boat model. We've done kayaks with it. So the Canada package, I think all Canadians should have one of these, and we've actually sold 3 of them now to people in the US and 1 to a couple in Switzerland. So cheers to Canada. Here is a Prospector 14 solo canoe in the Kevlar Fusion laminate with the emerald green. You can see the emerald internal skid plate on it for extra protection. So this baby looks awfully nice with the black and gold carbon Kevlar trim. And Joe, I'm gonna roll this over and let's show the folks this. This is our paddle portage logo. In this particular one, we've offset the champagne with the UV shield right on the bottom like this. You can also order it with a complete 2-tone bottom, where this would be offset in the emerald green. Both looks look super cool, so the paddle portage is one standard logo that we offer. Folks, how about this cool looking boat? This is a Dragonfly, which is an older model we're building 15 boats for. This is the Expedition Kevlar laminate with a super cool orange metal flake on it. And this is a replica of a boat that we built for Joe Geronimo in the southern tier of New York State. It's got a really cool look, and I'm showing you folks this with the light. Let me take the light off for a second, Joe. So this, like the forged carbon on a sunny day, has unbelievable pop to it. Just so cool looking. We also have a purple metal flake that we can do on the boats. And then we have our popular galaxy pattern as well. If you really like this particular look, we'll build an absolutely beautiful boat for you. What do you think, folks? Do you think you need one of each of these? The blue, the red, the purple, and the clear black forged carbon. complete with epoxy resin. When we build our epoxy boats, we heat cure them to a specific temperature for a given period of time. It's an epoxy resin on steroids. They're super, super strong. When we build these forged carbon canoes, they are tough, tough boats. And then again, Joe, let's look at this boat in the flat light. You can see what it looks like. And then when you get this out in the sun, it actually pops significantly more than I see it right now. But this is a Prospector 14 with a blue forged carbon on it. Look at that look, folks. That is super cool. It's super strong, cured with epoxy resin. This baby is beautiful, distinct looking, and it's made to last many, many years. Joes, let's show them the float tank on the inside. All the pack boats and canoes we build with forged carbon, we do a beautiful, the float tanks are made with the clear back carbon, and then let's show them the seat here. This is a really cool piece. Matt actually builds the seats as well with the forged carbon finish, and they are made with epoxy and they're heat cured as well. And then let's look at the boat on the bottom here. It's actually a kayak, but this particular baby, this has the purple forged carbon on the deck, and it's got the black forged carbon on the hull of the boat. And we've had folks order the clear black on the bottom, and we've had folks order the purple. We did a really cool customer boat, a Keewaydin 17, with blue and red forged carbon in a really distinct pattern at 30-degree angles. And that particular boat we've got a great video of, and we will put a link in the description of this video. And if you're into forged carbon, you definitely want to check that particular boat out. Look at that, folks. Absolutely beautiful. So, great year to order a Swift boat. We've got the UV shield on all our clear coats and our champagne finishes. We've got a super strong vinyl ester epoxy resin system as standard. You can also upgrade to the epoxy resin system on any of our laminates. And the epoxy, again, is standard on the forged carbon and the TeXtreme boats. So folks, which one is going to be the one for you? If you need any help deciding, call our 800 number. Any of us would be happy to help you out and help you put your dream boat together. Cheers to paddling in 2024.